Hi, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Today is part 2 of the coloring slash Mario Kart birthday theme caricature, and I was doing up some ideas, and I'm going to color this in a bit, but yeah, actually, let me go ahead and color it now. It shouldn't take too long because I'm not gonna. It's all going to be simple coloring, and I'll probably just do some simple flat shading, nothing too intricate. We'll see how it goes. We'll just do this sort of thing. Keep it nice and simple, and then I really want to jump into the Mario Kart part. And it's really cute. I'm really enjoying this, and I got to show it to his mom and his grandpa, and they thought it was like a really cute idea. So my downside is I don't have very many kids in my life to do something like this. I have my oldest kids, but the only theme that I think the boys would be into, and they're adults, would be anime, which is not a bad thing because I would probably want to do an anime type theme as well. And then my daughter, I don't know, I think she would have some clever theme ideas. You know what? I think I screwed up and not put it on the right layer. No, I'm good. It'll be okay on this layer. All right. Let's see. He has brown eyes, so I'll go ahead and give him brown eyes. There we go. And anything I miss, I can just pretty much like take it down a little bit and just fill it in. Oops. Just fill that in a little bit. Help to have the right color. Yeah, if you could think of any really cool things, let me know. I think it would be kind of cool to come up with things that you've never seen before. Could be for like a birthday card. Could be for just anything, actually. You know, congratulations. I've done a lot of caricatures for kids that were like in sports. Like they had a nice year, and this is to thank the kids and the teachers and the coaches. I've done a lot of those type of things. Let's see. Let me grab this and then color that. Little bits that I've missed or overdone. There we go. And I could probably, I'll fix any stray lines in a bit. Let's see. And he's got like blondish brown hair, so I'll go about, we'll come about like right here. Okay, so we'll do that. And we'll add. Alrighty, and let's see. Oops, I went to the wrong ad. Okay, one more time for the Gipper. You'd think after all the many times that I've used this, I'd know to go down to the add button and not the other button, which deselects it if you hit it again. Oh, but I forget. Okay. I thought it would look too weird if I added a mustache to him, so I decided not to add a mustache to a 10-year-old kid. I think that might be a good call. Alright, but you know, I could do like a little fake mustache type of thing. Like maybe he would be holding onto a stick or something like that. Okay, so I think because I'm right here in the face, I want to go ahead and take out some of these stray lines. Let's see, I'll keep those two. Let's see, I'm trying to decide, do I want to keep, I don't think I want to keep this. I should be on his layer. Yeah, I'm on his layer. Just anywhere where there's got like a little tab sticking out. Let's see. Not sure. So we'll separate that. And then we'll thin up this. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit do. See, I don't need that low. Hey, Tatted Hearts. Why did I think this was the Lucky Charms guy? You know, it almost looks like him. It almost does. I pulled the nose from Mario, but it looks weird without the mustache. So, yeah, but it does kind of look like the Lucky Charms. They're always after my Lucky Charms. You know that. Yeah. We get his colorings here. And I think the cool thing with these is that you could, oh, now I know that you're totally like into, like, you've got your fan type of things. Like, so like if you were having a birthday, I totally could see like an Ariana Grande party, but the party is supposed to be about you type of thing. Yeah, this is all about like a birthday type of theme. You know, what you would do on a birthday theme that you can't seem to find anywhere, but maybe someone on Etsy would have it. Or you'd have to end up making it yourself, which is a challenge, but it can be done. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and do this sort of thing. Give it the brim of the hat here. I forgot to add it. Oh well. Okay, let me get back to the coloring layer. Bam. But yeah, like my little friend here is having his birthday really soon, next month, and his mom is doing all kinds of preparations. And I thought this would be a great practice if I decided to go ahead and do something like this. You know, for people who need something for their, you know, for their little party, whether it be an invitation or a thank you card or something like that. Let's see, we'll do some more selecting. We'll do this all red. And it's pretty chill. Let's see, we'll go over it like that. And I'll just go ahead and color in some of the spots here that I've missed. Instability. Let me make this a little smaller. Now with this flat coloring, this could probably be done in the Adobe Draw. The only thing is, Adobe Draw doesn't let you select. Out of all the programs that seem to update themselves, that's not one that seems to have gotten that kind of update. It would be so much easier. Okay, so let's see. His ears. And this was from, I think, gosh, I cannot remember the iteration of this Mario. Mario 3, Mario 4. where they had the gosh, there's so many Mario games that are out now, that I can't even remember where I first saw. I was such a kid too. God, I love this game. It's like Mario World, or I don't even think it was that. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's gonna drive me nuts. Of where he was the he would be able to get a feather and become a raccoon, a flying raccoon. But I used to love this game. The music was so chill. Do, 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 do. And like to this day, it's just like nostalgia. And I was glad to have it too. Here and give it an outline. See how the lines are here. Alright. Yeah, he does look like Lucky Charms. Holy crap, you're right. I had to pull up a picture of the Lucky Charms guy. Let's see. Of course I do. How could I forget you, Tatted? What's up? I got your name on some of my some of the inspirations that you contributed to. But get this outline here, and then I can read what you wrote. Low-key, if you did a teddy bear Nintendo character, it would be, wouldn't it? Let's see, is there any other part here that needs to be white? I need to separate this so I can see one screen and another. There we go, there's that, and then my live stream. You know, a teddy bear themed party would be tight too, especially if they were Nintendo characters. That would be cool. Teddy Tendo, Ted Tendo. Whoops, I did that one wrong. Let me back that up. So we'll add, this is the part that's supposed to get the whites. And where else on my picture? Okay, that should be all the white. And I'll just go ahead and fill those guys. Like, I am not cake, but you are today, bro. You are today. Man, I remember when I used to love watching virtually everything video game. There need to be a Captain in the Game Master party theme. But I think it's so old that nobody would know about it except for us fogies. I used to love that cartoon. Let's see. Yeah, the next thing, as soon as I'm done coloring this, I'm going to start drawing the Mario Kart idea that I've got. Let's see, it's this will be a darker green, probably about that green. And then it would have... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer too. God, dandruff. Hate when that happens. Okay, that's alright. I do need this layer for the lines though. So we'll just let it stay. For now. I think I have this image elsewhere, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Put the little things on his hands before I forget again. And turtle shell. Just throw one more on there, and then one of those. Okay. Zoom in and get these little areas that I missed, and we'll stick it on the layer it's supposed to be on. One day I'll get the hang of all of this. Okay, that one's okay, and that little spot there. Not that we'd be able to see it like at a distance, but you know, quality and whatnot. Okay, let's get this arm here. And the cool thing is I can go through and I can even add like the highlights and stuff like that. But definitely want to get the Mario Kart part going. Let's see, in the tail. Oh, his shoes are red. Oops, not that. I need blue. I think that blue will do. There we go. And we'll just hit it a little bit here. Yeah, I'll speed it up a little bit. I'm gonna leave that little, oops, leave that little tail there. So it looks like he's got like a little cuff to his pants. Okay, and then we'll add this part. These will be red. It's weird how they did these shoes. This part down here with the sole, oops. And this part, I'm thinking this part should have been red, but you know, it is what it is. Alrighty. There's that. Let me get a little bit of this. And then add to the tail here. Almost done. And this is just with the flat coloring. Let's see. We'll make this stripe a little bit bigger. Let's see. So I'll make this color. That. Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, so we got that. And then we'll throw, oops. This whole part here should be black. Let's see, and there was something else I was going to hit with black. Crap, I can't remember. Oh well. No worries. There we go. And then we'll come back up here and we'll just erase this line. Okay, come back down here, and then I'm just going to fill in some of the little oops. Fill these guys in. Do this. Yeah, I think I got all that. And then the red. Let's see. And there's one little spot that I missed. This little pin thing right here. That's about the same color as that. Alright, okay, now the flame and the cake. Let's see. Oh, and the turtle shell on the inside. Okay, let's see. This one should be quick. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I've got this idea for the Mario Kart. I hadn't played that game in ages, but I always remembered that it was a lot of fun. Let's see, we'll select this to black. And then everything on the inside of here is black. Except for his eyes, that should have been white. Let's see. Gimme. All right. Now I can't decide what color I'd want to make the. Oh yeah. Let's see. Imagine a teddy bear inspired birthday party where everybody's wearing Sherpa jackets. Aww. With teddy bear ear bands instead of chairs. It would be replaced with those 3 to 4 feet teddy. That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. That would be so cute. Yeah, a teddy bear party would be so cool. Expensive as hell, but and warm, but cute nonetheless. Let's see. And then I think with this one, I'll make him kind of like a two-tone type of thing. We'll make it orange and yellow. So let's see. Go orange. Make sure I'm on the right layer. And let's see if we can go orange here. Maybe a brighter orange. And then just do a little bit of yellow. Whoops. So, how's your, you kind of want to be a teacher, your room would have lava lamps, fairy light everywhere, pitch black, because you know your students would rather have a cozy classroom. But is it conducive to learning? You gotta teach them something. What would you teach them? Now, if it was art, it can't be too dark. But you could be chill. Let's see. I think I'll get rid of this. Because before that was going to be like it was a coating of some sort. Let's see. And we'll just make a... Oops. Use the steel pen. Oops. I wanted that black. There we go. And then we'll just throw a little wick here. The wicked wick. Wicked wick of the West. Too big. We bring that down a bit. And I wanted to try to tame these lines here just a little bit. You still into doing the makeup thing? Are you still gung-ho about that? I don't mind if this is on the other layer. Yeah, I do. Let's put this on this layer. Because I remember you wanted to make your own channel, but I think you were kind of hesitant. I think if you're still interested in doing something like that, I'd say just go for it. If there is a billion out there, you'll be the new young face of it all. Okay, so birthday cake, birthday cake. Should I make it a pink? Blue icing? Or I'm trying to think, what would be typically of this color? Gotta get on top of, yeah, that should be it. Wonder why. Oh, is it up on here? No, it's not letting me color it. Bring it in a little bit. Color, damn you. Let's see, I guess I'll have to be above it. Alrighty, we'll get on this layer just for giggles. Why won't you color? What is up? It's got the skin. But it won't go over it. Let me see. Maybe it's... just do it on this layer. There we go. Haha! More than one way of skinning a cat. And we'll keep his ear on this. I mean, you can't expect instant fame if nobody knows who you are. So, but, you know, once you come up with your own thing, that'd be cool. Oh, here we go. Be an art teacher. Oh my God! Imagine my teacher desk having an LED candles. My classroom would have all my. Yeah, it would. Oh, okay. So you don't do you don't go all out. Well, and maybe that's the best for it, because it's like why be, what's the word, too extravagant, you know, something that would be, what's the word, I'm trying to think of the right word for it, subtle, you know, like it's just to enhance, not to, you know, kind of like what the guys do, they wear makeup to enhance, not necessarily to you know, be all glamorous. And it's, I'm trying to think of how how it would be said, but it's I mean, when I was wearing makeup at one time, when I was first starting out putting makeup on, my makeup was, it was a lot. I had the base makeup. I had like virtually every color in my palette on my eye. Well, that was the 80s too, 80s and 90s. So that was to be expected. I'm excused. I'm excused for that. And then as I got older, it started to become more subtle and less drag queeny looking, you know. Because drag queens, they're supposed to stand out. They're supposed to be extravagant looking, and it's funny. One of the people I know, she still wears hers like a drag queen. But you know what? It's okay if that's what it takes to feel beautiful. Then by all gosh darn means, do it. Let's see. I think I want to throw a little bit of the light pen in here, even though it doesn't belong. Let's see. I'll use. Hopefully, yellow will come out right. There we go. Throw it a little bit down this way. Oops, too much. All right, and then I would just go in and do like some flat shading or something like that to give it more depth or something like that. So let's see, just really quick, let me do just a little bit of it. It doesn't need it, I don't think. Not really, but it looks cute just the way it is. So in these little areas here, I'm going to add like a little darker tone just to make it look like it's more weighted on the bottom. Let's see. We could probably get away with a little bit here. Maybe a little bit here. Just to give it a little roundness. So I'm going to go ahead and fill everybody here. Oh, I meant to do this on a different layer. Hold up. Let's see. There we go. There we go. I think that's everything. I think we have the hands too. There we go. Doesn't want to fill it. Fill, dang you. Let's see. Let's see if it'll let me do it by hand. Oh, because it's using the other brush. Okay. All right, and then let me back out a little bit. I'm going to drop the opacity after I turn it into a linear burn. And then it gives it this beautiful little gray tone. And we'll go ahead and drop that. And then I can just take this brush, we'll make it a little harder. I think this will be okay. And then I can just come on in and just add that in there. Doesn't let me. Where? Oh, because you're on. No, that's right. Let's try soft brush instead. Get a little bigger. Oh, that's right. The tortoiseshell is on a different layer. We'll move this up. There we go. And then I can do more subtle. And then bring that down a little bit. And we'll just soften that. All right. Just make it a little softer. Oh, that makes it look dirty. Okay, let's see. How about right here? Nah, I like the harder shadow. Let's see. Right here, maybe. That one doesn't look too bad. Like I'm not liking the shadow on the face so much, so drop that a little bit. Oops, going too far. Let's see, straighten that out. There we go. And then let's see, we'll take another layer, and I just want to give him a little bit of a pink tone to his face, give it a little bit more definition and stuff. Maybe this shadow on the shoulder we really don't need, so let me go ahead and get rid of that. Like right here we don't need. Or maybe I can blend this, make it a little bit more subtle. There we go. And then erase a little bit. Okay. And pink. Maybe more of the red. And then we'll just drop it in like that. Put it on his nose, a little bit on his ear. A little caricature thing. Okay. And then maybe something for the, maybe confetti. For the, I wonder if I can use something here for confetti. I wish there was like a rainbow color here. We'll have this be like sprinkles. We'll have red sprinkles, and yellow sprinkles. Whoops. There we go. And then maybe, I wonder, yeah, there we go. We have some like little sparkles coming off of the, let me bring that down some. Nah, we don't want to start a fire. Let's go back. Alright. And there's our little colored Mario. I could probably go in and put a little bit of blue in the whites of his eyes. Maybe a little bit of gray or blue. Like, whoops, that's the wrong brush. Let's see. There we go. Either a gray or a blue, and have that be, let's see, we'll bring it over here. Bring that there. Maybe about that much. We'll bring it down and just bring that bit. A little bit more. And we can probably get away with putting it here. So we get rid of all that. There we go. And then we'll just do a little bit here. That way it doesn't go over the lid. Nope, we're in the wrong place. Gotta be careful when I back up. There we go. I'm gonna be on layer 10 here. So like right here, maybe right here. Just to give his little eye a little roundness. Soften it. And I could probably even get away with doing just a little bit of yellow in the eye. There we go. Oh, we could probably put a little bit of blue or gray down here. Just for the shadow. This is looking awkward. Let me see. And I'll just get rid of that. Simple is better sometimes. Okay, keep that black. Ugh, I just wish these brushes would be a little bit more tapered. Let me try the studio pen. Let me back it up a bit. There we go. It's a little better. Not the best. All right. Good enough for government work. All right. So there's our guy there. And for giggles, we'll give him a little shadow. And we'll soften it. All right. That one I'll do later because I want to get started on that other one. Okay, so new one, we'll make it big and beautiful. Bam, onto Mario Kart. Okay, so let's change our brush here for sketching. We'll use the Procreate pencil for now. We'll do it in blue. And like the idea I had would be for Mario, same kid on the cart, but I can't decide if I want the cart, if I have the cart facing forward, yeah, if I have the cart facing forward, I'm trying to think, that would be more like welcome to my party. If I have it kind of leaving, it's kind of like thank you for coming to my party. So yeah, we'll do that because he's got invitations already. Okay, so his head will be about that big. His body will be like right here. He'll be holding the turtle shell slash birthday cake slice. And we could put it like in a cupcake type form because that's just easy to play with. The birthday cup. We'll give him the Mario gloves. Let's see. We'll have his body kind of like coming over here. There's his butt. His little leg. Shoe. Let's see. if I can keep it kind of clean to make it easier to... Okay, and the head will be just about here. And we'll have him holding on to... Let's see, this is a seat. Let's see, back here will be the steering wheel. And we'll put a big N right here. That's his initial. And then the column. And we should have like a finish line or something like that somewhere on here. Let's see, we'll go ahead and reduce the size here. And yeah, we'll put it right here, give us plenty more space. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. And then we'll have some rockets, or not rockets, what do you call those things? And then we could have like smoke coming out of them. Exhaust pipes. Let's see. Okay. There's the seat, the exhaust pipes. Let's see, we got his leg. And we'll kind of have him twist a bit so he'll be looking at us. And then let's see, we'll have some balloons. We'll kind of stretch them out a bit. See if I was doing that. Yeah, we'll have this one be in front. We'll have this one be in the middle. We'll just have that one right there. Let's see, we'll make everything smaller so I can get it all in. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, now the music just disappeared on me, so let's see what's going on that. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. It should be kicking in any second now. All right. Okay. Do 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 do. And then we should have like, we should have his number somewhere on here. Let's see. We'll have like wide wheels. And then, let's see, I'm trying to think, what kind of tread should we have? Something that says birthday, something that screams birthday. Let's see, and then we'll have the other wide wheel here. And then everything is going to have a shadow. We'll put like number 10, probably like right here. Let's get some designs here. Get a little bit sleeker. I'll take these guys and move them back a little bit further. Don't want to catch our balloons on fire. Maybe about like right there. And then I can bring everybody else down just a bit. Maybe even make them a little bigger. There we go. Okay, we won't be able to see the tire on the other side, so we'll retire that tire. Alrighty. And then it's just pretty much the console and Mario. Let's see. We could make the steering wheel a little bigger. Let's make everybody a little bigger here. Let's see. So that would be the steering wheel. We'll have him right here. And it'll be like something like thank you for making my birthday a success. And maybe a birthday cup or something like that. So let's see. Make that bigger. As a thank you card type of thing. Let's see. So we'll have his leg here, his butt here, the seat here. Kind of turns. We'll have like one of these here. Alright, and then we'll do see if I can do a caricature with the hat on. Da da da. Or I could just snag it. Let's see. Go back to gallery. Let's see. No, I'll redraw it. Let me see if I've got another face of the kid in that. Yeah, I got one more of him facing in this direction. Okay, so we can go back. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to see if I can find a brush that's worth a damn. Which one was I using the other day? It was a pretty decent brush. I can't remember if it was under painting. And it was... not gouache, not stucco. Spectra. Okay, let's try that. And we'll bring it down. I can't remember if this was the good brush or not. Let me take that. Because it was nice and dark. Let's see. It's not too bad. Okay, so let me back it up. Make it a little thinner. Maybe we'll start with 1. Okay. Something's giving me an error message. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Good Lord, what is happening? For smooth streaming as such. Viewer, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sorry, there's nothing I can do. It is what it is, unfortunately. Saying that my, I guess, video streaming is not very strong for some reason. So let's see, what's going on? What's going on? I do not know. It says there's no drop frames. I don't know. It could be a YouTube thing. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and keep going. Let's see. Now I would just go ahead and bring this on into Adobe Draw. But I think I want to go ahead and get my lines going just to make it easier on myself. Actually, this does not look too bad. And what I'm thinking about doing is not doing the outlines at all when I get ready to color. So it looks kind of like a little bit more realistic, maybe? I'm not sure. But I gotta at least get my basics here. So we can all see what the heck's going on. And I think I'll probably need to put a finish line on here. Let's see. Yeah, my internet's acting up because I can't hear my music anymore. Let's see what's going on. It's this thing. Yeah. It's being a bear. My music station here is being a bear. Let me see if I close it out. And I don't need Facebook. Just closing out anything that's unnecessary. And maybe that might help. Okay, I do need the slides. Okay. And I think that might be it that's open. That can be closed. Okay, and then let me just refresh. I really don't need this. Okay, so we'll just keep going. And, oh, I do want the music though. Let me open that up again. Oh, and for anybody who's just joining me, I want to go ahead and share with you what I was doing on this bad boy right here. This is part of that birthday caricature, and I took, let's see, And this since it has two pictures on it, it's going to show you what happened yesterday. So let me go ahead and hop on in there and do a replay while I'm trying to get everything back and organized. Yeah, a little bit of error with the music. So I'm just trying to figure out my music here, and pretty much I'm showing you from beginning to end, or from beginning to where I currently am. And a lot of my little pictures here I bring into Adobe Draw to get the really interesting dark lines. But I want to see if I can make the end picture really cool. And see, I'm trying to decide what kind of music do I want to listen to. I want to listen to jazz, acoustic. Let's listen to some pop. Why not? I want something that's going to like wake me up. A lot of this stuff has been like super, super chill. And that's like bad thing first thing in the morning without coffee. But yeah, I haven't been to any birthdays lately that had like really super cool themes, but the one that this mom is putting together for the Nintendo theme is pretty awesome. I was listening to her talk about how she was doing different games for the kids and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, where were you when I was a kid? She was a kid. But I was like, wow, that is awesome. Okay, there we go. I think my internet's finally catching up a little bit. Not by much. There must be some sort of update or something like that happening that's making everything slow down to a crawl. Play, damn you, play. There we go. All right. So that is as far as I've gotten today. And I just added, at first I was just going to leave it like the flat colors, but then I was like, nah, let's throw some shadows and stuff like that in there. Why not? Okay, so that one's done. And right now I'm working on the original idea here for the cart. And it's going to be kind of like a thank you for coming to my party type of thing. Just something like something fun, like a thank you card that they can give out. Thanks for coming. Thanks for making number 10 a success. I think I want to put in, and I think I might want to do it at the end. Yeah, because it's such a bear trying to get stuff to come back into here from the other program. But then again, I might not need the other program since I'm not really planning on outlining. All right, let's see. I think I might have all the important stuff. Let's see, we'll put number 10 here. And instead of me trying to figure out how I want to do the text, let's see, we'll just go ahead and cheat. And we'll edit the style. Let's see, something fun. Something that looks like racing font. Or at least as close. That's not bad. I like that one. It's Den alternate. Let's see if I can find another one. There's Futura. Futura's not bad. But I like the Den so far. Ooh, Impact. Impact is good. Impact is always good. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do Impact. And we'll be done. We can make a better circle than this. Let's get rid of this. And then on this layer, Okay, we'll take this and we'll bring it down here. We'll even make it a little smaller. There we go. And we'll make this the coloring layer. And let's do a quick caricature. I'm wondering if I should change this into a different shape, the cupcake. But first, let's go ahead and do his face. And then I'll try to figure out how I'm going to do it. Now I want this one to be a little bit more realistic, because I'm not going to do any outlines, not any hardcore outlines. Let's see. This blue again. And I did like, let's see, I can't remember if I put spectra in this one. I don't think so. Okay, no worries. The pencil is cool because it can get it really super tiny for me. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do that face? Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay. And we'll kind of turn it a little bit, even though he's straight forward on this picture. Just give it that big smile. And I like how with some caricatures you can really just have fun with it. It's their face, but more. Let's see, we'll do that. And I'm just going to slightly turn him this way. And he's got big ears because of his short haircut. And then we'll give him a bit full hair here. And we'll do the Mario hat. We'll give him the Mario hat. And then we'll put an N right here. Gotta figure out how big I want to bring the hat out. So it's a little bit more realistic, just a little. And we'll give him the eyes. So it's more of a cartoon than it is a caricature. Or more realistic cartoon than a caricature. Because I'm going to exaggerate his smile just a bit. So one of the things I like doing is taking a smile, just make it just a little bit bigger. Not too much to distort that badly. And then maybe some of the bottom features, like maybe the eyes would be the same or similar. If it was a girl, I'd emphasize like eyelashes and things like that, unless she doesn't have any. And then I would just play up a different feature. see, and then maybe add a little bit of lines, so it's almost, I want to say comic booky almost, and just try to get the basic shape of the person's head. Maybe even bring up the eyebrows a little bit, almost kind of like Disney. So you have like just a little bit more space to make it more wide-eyed, and then you can go a little bit bigger on the eyebrows. Either if they're thin, you can just make them a little bit higher up and thin, let's see. But pretty much just trying to capture the person. And I'll show you what I'm looking at here, right here, and how I'm distorting him. Let's see, I might need to make him smaller, but that's the face that I'm working with. You see, I don't want to make him too big. Okay, so that you guys can see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, this music thing is getting on my nerves, on my last nerves. Can you get on nerves any higher? Move on to the next music song. Or else I'm going to start singing and then everybody's going to run for the hills. Run, flee. I hope there's not an update going on because this is like ridiculously slow. There we go. Kick it in. And then let's see. We'll just bring that out more. And one of the things that I'm going to do to when I get ready to color it is I'm going to try to use the same kind of coloring techniques that that are on Mario. So Mario doesn't have much of a neck, I don't think, in the picture that I'm looking at. So I'm going to bring his, let's see, I might bring his neck in, because usually I draw them with little pencil necks like this. Everybody, whether but if they're huge, then you know they'd have, you know, the elongated neck like that. But since he's a little guy, he'd get the tiny pencil neck, the big head, and then the hair would like compensate for that. So let's see, bring this in a bit. And he's got good size ears, healthy ears, ears to grow into. He's a really cool kid. Let's see, not because of his ears, but he's a cool kid all the way around. He and his brother are pretty awesome. I really like these guys. All right. And we just want to take like the shape of his mouth. You can see how like around where his teeth are, his smile comes in a little bit, and then it comes out around. I try to capture as much of that aspect as I can, and that's how you kind of get the likeness. You just take as much as you can, distort what you can, but try to keep a little bit of them in there, just a little, if you can, in your style or whatever you're trying to do. But this is the type of caricatures that I adore, where they don't look like they're like these hideous monsters, but it's fun. You know it's them. They know it's them, and it's like, this is cool. This is cool. This is me as a cartoon. And to make it even more fun, I would try to either reduce the what is it called? Either reduce the details. Oh, come on! Give me music, damn it! Don't make me have to go to YouTube to get my music. I'll get in trouble. Okay. You should be playing. You should be playing. Hark! I hear music. Yeah, so let's see. So how would I do this? How would I color it and then like not worry about so much the lines? So I'll start on him, and I am going to, for now, go ahead and leave the lines there and just do my details. So I'm going to build up his tones here, and I think what I want to do is I want to use the same kind of tones as I would for Mario. Let me bring this in some so that you can see both his face and the other face. There we go. And let's see. So Mario, let's see, I think I've got a picture of him way down below. There we go. Come on, Mario. Okay, so he's got a very light undertone, almost yellow, and then his midtones are the flesh tone and like the dark gray. That dark gray color I can do when I do the flat shading, so I'll do that then. The hair is very simple, so there's no lines or anything like that in the hair. So I think that I'm going to see if I can kind of emulate this kind of style, but on a realistic looking face. So here we go. Here we go! Alright, so almost yellow. So we'll move this over kind of into the yellowish range, but still stay in kind of like the light tone. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select anything that I think would be affected by that particular thing. His neck, we'll let him keep his pencil neck here. And then we'll go ahead and drop that color in. Let's see, we'll leave his teeth alone, so I'm just going to basically make them white. Let's see. Da-da-da. And then we'll probably throw like a little blue shadow. But we're not going to worry about like each and every individual tooth. Let me see, we'll do like a little blue or gray. I kind of like gray a little bit. Just to be a bit of a shadow. Let's go ahead and use a soft brush. And we'll just kind of hit it while it's still selected. I think I want it even lighter, so let me get out of that. And I'll bring it down the opacity a bit and just make it just a little bit lighter. Don't want to attract too much attention to it. Same thing with the eyes. I'm going to do, whoops. I'm going to go ahead and select. And I try to get his eye shape as best I can. Whoops. I did it again. Okay. I'm monkeying it up. Okay. And we'll go ahead and fill it with white. He's got brown eyes. And we'll give him the darker tone first. And then I'm going to use the soft brush, and I'm going to use a little bit of the lighter tone down here. Go back to the dark tone. We'll do a darker tone, and we'll just kind of put that right where his eyes are, right here. And we'll even use it for the pupil. Because you got to keep in mind, we're not going to have lines on this. So we're going to use our shadows as our lines. I'm going to use a little bit of this brown tone here, and also kind of emphasize his eyes a bit. Before I deselect, let me go ahead and do my white here, and just go ahead and give him like some white in his eyes. There we go. And let's see, we'll throw in, okay, let me get out of that. Let's see, where else do I want to put? I'm going to put a little bit of gray in his eyes here. We'll make that a little smaller. I'll just bring that over underneath. And maybe even soften it just a smidge. Just kind of soften it up a little bit. Okay. I could probably even go darker with that shadow. There we go. And then just to be a little bit kid-like, we'll just give it a little bit of a gray underneath that little shadow. Just to kind of keep the light coming in. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's see his eyelashes. So we'll keep it one solid shape. And that should be good enough for now. And we'll even bring it in here. And I'm going to drop the opacity just a bit. And I'm going to put it right here for the eye fold, eye crease. Okay. Let's see. Now his hair, I was going to kind of let it stay simple like Mario. So he'll like realistic face but have that Mario hair. Or I could just go ahead and give him realistic hair. We could do that too. It's like that compromise in between cartoon and caricature. So it's just trying to decide which one you want to go with. Now underneath the where the mouth is and the teeth are and whatnot, the smile is very wide. I'm going to shade that in with the brown. I'm not going to mess with his teeth. Just going to kind of leave them the way they are. Some people don't want to be reminded that their teeth were bad when they were a kid. So, especially if they didn't have a tooth or something like that, even though it's endearing to the rest of us, some people just don't appreciate it. So, before you start like doing somebody in their teeth, ask first if you can. You know, how sensitive are you, type of thing, or kind of gauge if you can. Let's see, because you know you don't want to send them crying because they don't want to pay. They won't want to pay. I guarantee you, they won't want to pay. Let's see. All right, so let's do that flat shading thing. It's got to go above where we want the shade to affect. You could just go ahead and paint it in if you just wanted a soft shadow. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and select everything that is going to be affected that I know right off the bat. I'll go ahead and do the side of his face there. Let's see, we'll do under his nose, just very subtle. And then we're just going to go ahead and drop either the dark brown or the black into it. And then I'm going to hit that with the, oh, and I could probably just go ahead, oh, well, never mind. Hit the layers where this little N is right here, and you can't see what I'm touching. I'm going to move him away. Okay, but you guys know what I'm going with. Okay, and then I guess when I can, I'll go ahead and come back. Where the N is, I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to go to where it says linear burn. letting my computer catch up. And then I'm going to drop the opacity, and it gives it that nice shadow. And 10 has been the sweet spot for a lot of the pictures that I've done. So like if you want that shadow to be pronounced, we'll go ahead and leave that up. But 10 has been kind of nice. So about 10 to 13, not bad. And then so everything I do on that layer is going to end up being like a darker tone. And one of the things I like doing is after that, when I don't want it like super hardcore dark like that, I just go ahead and take a soft brush like that and maybe up it a little bit, and then hit like those really soft spots. So I'm going to bring his face over and I'll tell you where I'm hitting it. I'm going to hit it like right here, maybe just a bit above the nose. Where the shadows aren't so dark is where I'm hitting it. They're dark, but they're not as hardcore as these other ones. It's subtle, very subtle. And I'm just going to hit the regular spots here, like right here where the eye socket would be. We'll bring that out a little bit. He's got a little bit of area next to his eyes here. Usually where the eye area is beneath the eyebrow is dark. Let's see, I'm going to bring the line down. Alright, and then usually the top lip needs some attention. So I'll go ahead and select that. And I'm going to give that the harder, more of a harder shadow. There we go. And then let's see, it can't hurt if you're going to do what I'm going to do and get rid of your lines. It doesn't hurt to go ahead and give yourself just a little bit of a outline there for the nose. There we go. I think it's there. Yeah, it's very subtle. And I think I'll do that for a few places. So let me go ahead and select again. I'm going to do it right here. It's just going to be a slightly harder shadow. Let's see. There we go. And then the next step, I'll be going ahead and taking that warmer flesh tone. So it's like the shadows are kind of like a cooler tone. Let's see, he's got like that. Before I move on to the next layer, let me go ahead and I'm going to use a little bit of this here, right in where his temples are. There we go. Because it's kind of dark in this area. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop him onto the other layer here, back to 5, and warm it up. We're going to give him like that warmer orangey red tone. And we're going to drop the opacity. That way I can build that tone up. Let's see. This is the flesh tone kind of falls like the Caucasian flesh tones are about like in this area here. And you can always get a little darker depending on how orangey or reddish they are. And I think I'm going to go a little redder just because I wanted to kind of really just stand out against all the other stuff. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to drop the opacity, the brush opacity, to about 29. And then what I'll do is I'll tap, make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay, then I'm going to tap all the areas where I'm going to hit it, and if it's not dark enough, I'll just keep tapping until I get there. And I'm going to hit his nose. One of the things that the people that taught me at Bush, they like doing this hard round circle where the cheek is. I like to compromise by doing kind of like the shape of the cheek and then throwing a very light highlight on it. Hit those ears. We get his lips with the same tone. And we'll go ahead and hit it up at the top there. And it's just very, very subtle. Oops, we still have the right brush on. Okay, and we'll make it just a little bigger to cover more space. And I'm just gently tapping it on. I'm going into the shadow a bit too. All right. And I just go where the lights on his face or the color on his face is. And I'm gonna keep going until it's kind of dark like the Mario. But I don't want to be too obnoxious with it. Now I can also add another color in there, like a pinker tone. Let's see. We'll throw a pinker tone in there. And we'll put that where his ears are a bit. Let's see, any place where it's coming closer to the light. We'll throw that on there. We'll put it like at the very top of his cheek. And it's very subtle. You just want to throw it very subtle in there. Now he's got like a bit of action going on his chin. You don't have to capture every little nuance of the face, but when you know that you've got the likeness, you can always punch it up just a little bit. I could put a little bit of this pink on his lips a little bit further. And, you know, just to keep the drawing look, I could always keep these lines too. But let's see what it looks like without the lines so far. So there's that right there. And that would keep that Mario kind of look to him. I could soften up the harder shadows and keep that Mario look. Or if you just want to be able to keep that caricature look, you just keep your lines. And then you can always color your lines something different. So, like, if I wanted to keep the lines, and I probably will, I'll probably get rid of some of them, like the construction line that I have right, oops. The construction line that I have, like, right here. I'd probably get rid of that. But some of them adds character to him. So it's like, I don't want to get rid of most of the construction lines. Maybe the rougher versions of it, clean up those lines. And or another alternative is to smudge those lines. Let me go ahead and I'm going to come to the line area here. I'm going to make a selection, and then I'm going to make another layer. And then I'm going to color his outlines different colors. So like I'll do brown in some spots, and it'll change. Let me get rid of this right here. We'll hide this. And I think I'll use a darker brown down here. And I can always raise the opacity so it'll hit it a little bit more, and just change the opacity up as I need it. And then I can keep that kind of light depending on where I want to keep my lines, light or dark. You know, what do I want to emphasize, what I don't want to emphasize. And let's see, I definitely want to do it on his eyebrows, so we'll drop that down. So we can keep that. Maybe some of the construction lines around his eye we can keep. And then what I can do is I can smudge some of those lines, but not until after I've deselected it. Let's see, around his, some of the areas where I think the light's going to hit it, because you can tell where the light's hitting it from where the white of the eye is, where the light's kind of coming from. So I'm thinking it's going to be at the top, at the very top here. I'm going to make the lines on his face white right here, just around the edges. And that's where I'm thinking that the light's going to hit it the hardest. Alright, so we got that going on. Let's see. We could even color the line a little, let's see, a little bit more. There we go. Let's see, I did have a bit of a construction line here. I could make that either that reddish brown, or I could, let's see, make it more of a flesh tone. Let's see, we'll take it and, let's see, we can use that. That's not a bad flesh tone. Just for like those hard areas, you know, where it's in the face, but I think we might be okay without that. Let's see, let's go back to this flesh tone. The light should be hitting it, so I'm wondering if we want to go ahead and keep that like white too. Let's make that white. Nah, that looks ugly. But that flesh tone doesn't look too bad. Okay, so now that we've kind of got different like little tones and stuff like that on his face, sometimes we, you know, it is what it is. You can always select it again and come back to it. But it's an alternative. It's another way of skinning the cat. Okay, so now that I've got these brown outlines here, and if I don't like them, I can smooth them out. I'm going to smooth them out with the smudge brush, and the smudge brush is set on soft brush, and I'm going to drop the opacity of the brush a bit so it doesn't get rid of everything. So, but it does give you that option to kind of smooth it out. We'll just go ahead and bring that up, bring that down so it doesn't smooth so far out. And so things become more like highlights. Just very soft tones there. And you still have some of the grittiness of it, but it's another way of skinning the cat, basically. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay, so anyway, if we did keep the lines, and I can always change the blue into brown, so it still has that rugged but also soft look to it. I'm keeping the lines just for a second here because I need to do the rest of the face, the rest of the body and stuff. So now I've got the dilemma. Do I want to do his hair like Mario? And let's see how that would look. Let's see. Oh, we still need to put his highlights in. So let's throw some highlights in there. We're going to use a little bit of white. We're going to drop the opacity on the white. That way when it does hit his face, it comes softly. It's not like, oh my god, white. It's going to be very soft. So we'll throw a little highlight here on his cheek here. And we'll just keep tapping until it pops up. Let's see, I'm going to drop that down, drop that up, and bring that up a little bit so we can speed it up a bit. Oh, make sure we're on the right layer too. That I did not pay attention to. Let me get out of that. Oh, I don't want to get rid of everything. Let's see, go back. I just wanted to get the white off of that, but that's okay. Let's see what we got. Let's go back. Okay, I think this is where we left off. Okay, so I want to be here. We got a little bit of white here. I wanted to be back on the color area here. And your highlights are usually above where your darkest shadow is, so it's like completely opposite of it. So I should have white there, and my white doesn't want to appear. We'll raise the opacity up. If white still doesn't want to appear, I just give it its own layer, and then I'll blend it down. More than one way of skinning a cat. Okay, white. Why you not appear, white? There we go. Ha ha ha! It's like, you speak my name and I appear. And then I can just kind of diffuse it a bit. Just kind of soften it on its own layer. And smooth it out, bring it down. Move it up, move it down, move it around. Let's go, baby. So we got that going on, and we want to put it in a couple places. Let's see, we'll put it on his chin a little bit in the places where it kind of creases inwards. Come on, you. Oh, that's right. Got to be on the right brush. And then, let's see, about like right here. About right here. Anywhere you think it's going to capture the light. I'm going to make it a little smaller, and I'm going to put it like on the edge here. A couple little edges here. And then I'm going to drop the opacity a bit, and I'm going to put it like right here in the center. Right here. And then I'm going to kind of soften it. There we go. Just kind of soften it. So it doesn't go like, oh my gosh, white. And that's just any place that you think that white should be. And then you might want to adjust, maybe add more color, maybe make him redder, make him darker, make him lighter. Let's see. It can't hurt just a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit more red in his cheeks because he's just so glad to be there and glad that you came. There we go. And that's going to be on the white later, but that's okay. We'll put a little bit more red in his lips. Let's see. Now with boys, I think I like doing more of a darker and a browner tone. You know, because they're boys. Okay, so we got like the brown going on. Let's see, we'll have a little bit more. Let's see, we can put a little bit more color in his nose. Just to make it kind of pop out a little bit more, a lot more in the ear. Because he was outside. He's an outside cat. I think he's an outside cat. Let's see. There we go. And a little bit more in his lips. Why not? Alright. Okay, so should we do the Mario hair? That is the question. Okay, so let's see. We'll do it two different ways. But first, let me go ahead and bring that together. I think I'll keep that shadow layer for now. We'll keep the blue layer. I think we kind of like the brown layer. This is without the brown layer, and this is with. So you can kind of see, and it does add a little something to it. Especially, let's see if I get rid of the blue. There's the brown layer. So yeah, we could probably get rid of, once we're ready, we can probably get rid of the blue layer. And I could probably tame the brown layer just a bit because it is going a little bit beyond where I want it to go. Let's see. So let me do a little bit of this here, a little cleaning. Make sure I'm on the right layer. There we go. And I just want to kind of clean up that brown layer just a bit. The soft brush does have a bit of a spray. You just tame it a bit. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. And then I can get rid of it in other places that is really not necessary. But it doesn't look bad, you know. It kind of looks kind of cool. Let's see. It still has that I've been drawn look. I'm not all computer generated. Somebody actually put some effort into me type of look. And I'm just kind of smoothing out some of the rough spots here. Some people like that rugged look. And then me, I'm kind of in between. Okay, so I'm just kind of smoothing out the brown. Okay, and that's still in the shadow layer, kind of gives it its, gives it more of his features. Okay, enough dilly-dally. Let's get onto that hair. So we're going to keep that brown layer. Let's see. Okay, so hair. He's got, like, in the picture it looks brown. So we'll go with brown being the overall tone, and then maybe some highlights and some. So we'll give it like a dark brown with some light brown highlights. Okay, Mario had like solid color hair. Let's see if we just grab any one of these Marios here. And this will help me try to figure it out. Okay, and it's kind of like got shapes to it. So it's kind of like got this round shape to it. Okay, all right. Can do. Let's go back to our buddy here. All right. So let's see. We'll give it a brown shape. Oh, let's make sure we're on his own layer. Yep. Okay, we'll make sure that that's the opacity's back up. And then we'll do the same thing with like the Mario hair. Now this could look completely and utterly weird. Just make sure that's kind of closed up a bit. There we go. And then we'll do the lighter highlights. But not too many. We'll probably just... Let's see how they did Mario's hair. Okay, so they used a little bit of shading. Let's see, we'll do this. And then I'll just kind of smooth it in with the brown here. So it looks like it belongs. Okay, so that's that. It's a big contrast. And then let's see, we'll also have this here, and it'll have to come above. Let's see if we do, am I on its layer? Yes, I am. I could take a little bit of that, got the black, and then I could just kind of add a little bit more tones to that to give it that more additional shade. So there's that kind of hair. Okay, not sure if I like that, so I'm gonna hide that for a sec, and then we'll try it with the natural hair. So my favorite again is the fine hair brush. Short hair brush will give you some like it's good for fur. Let's see. We'll say his hair is brown. Maybe about that tone. That's tone. Okay. And we'll make this a bit bigger so we can see the strands. And then we'll just kind of bring his hair on in there. And because you just got out of a race, I can't imagine your hair being like perfect. And I think he's got more darker hair here. So wherever the hell the hat is. And then I'll bring it down a little bit so I can get some individual strands. And then maybe we'll throw some lighter tones. And that was the short hair brush, I believe. And then the fine hair brush, you can throw some more hair in there. You just kind of build it up the way you like it. And then I think I can use that on his eyebrows too. And then we'll just kind of tame it. Let's see. Let's look at our fella here. Remove this out the way. We don't need that anymore. Oh, okay. His eyebrows are a little bit lighter. Let's see. We'll use this tone here. And then we'll just kind of bring it in a little bit. Alright, and I can probably get away with erasing the blue here, so it doesn't look so busy. And the brown can do its little thing too. Let's see, we'll use the lighter. We'll fix this eyebrow here. We'll erase it. And then we'll use like the lighter tone. He's got thin eyebrows, so we'll go ahead and just thin that up. Kind of shape it. There we go. All right. We could probably get away with getting rid of the blue around the lips too. Let's see. And the nose. Pretty much a round face. We don't really need the blue. Do I still have the brown? Let's see. We'll keep the blue. Let's go back. Because I don't think I threw enough brown in there. Let's see. Let's see. We'll select. And then wherever... Yeah, so we'll keep the blue for now until I'm ready to let her go. Let it go, let it go. Let me get off that brush. Come back to maybe the soft brush. And we'll let the brown take over for where the blue is. Okay, anyway, moving on. Put a little bit of brown there. Brown nose it. Aha. Okay, so let's play with this. Let's play with that hat. Okay, so there's our choices. We've got that hair, and we've got this hair. So I guess that would depend on the person. Do they want them to have that Mario look, or if they want them to have the more realistic look? And I think I don't know. I'll leave it up to his mom. So I'm gonna keep both, but for now I'll keep the realistic. And then okay, so let's play with the hat. Let's see. I want to kind of reduce our lines. Let's see. Do we? We'll keep that for now. Okay. Let's go back to the coloring layer. And yeah, we'll go ahead and select the hat here. Give him a nice fat hat here. Let's see if we need to add any spaces here. No, I think we're pretty cool. Alright, so red. We'll use probably 3 shades of red. Let's see, we'll have our flat shade of red. And then we'll have the darker shade of red. And I'll just come down to like a reddish brown. And this is like for anything that's gonna like have a shadow to it. Let's see, so we'll probably have a shadow down here. Let's see. Break that down, bring this in a little bit. We'll have a little bit of a shadow here. I believe. And I'm going to soften it so it's not so hard. So wherever the light is hitting it, that'll be that color. And then we'll see if we can find a lighter shade for anything that's like super getting hit by the light. And we'll get rid of this color here because the turtle shell is going to take over, or turtle shell cupcake, or we'll figure out something that'll... There we go. And just kind of blend these guys together. And then the brightest, and I think I'll make it kind of like a yellowish red or orange red, and then we'll bring that around the edges here where the light would be hitting it pretty hard. Actually, let's do something to the layer here. I'm going to alpha lock it. There we go. That way we can just stay inside what's already been colored. There we go. And then we'll throw more red on there, and then we'll kind of smush them together. Alright, good enough for government work. Let's go ahead and select where the N is going to be, or where the M would be. Fill that in with white. And I think, let's see if the gallery has, not gallery, duh. If we can add an N. Let's see. Oops, I need that to be black. All right. There we go. And see if we can have some fun with that. Let's see, we'll edit the style. I don't think there's like a really fun letter N. I guess that will work. That's Jack Armstrong. That's like close to, that one looks closer to what I need. Let's see. Yeah, so let's go back. It was not papyrus. It was more like the Jack, or... Ooh, yeah, marker felt. Okay. I'm happy. We'll take that in. turn it. Oh, there's two ends here. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can edit that. Oh, I'll be right back. Let's see. Oh, shoot, it's almost time to go. Okay, let's see. Need to get rid of that end. Let's see, is there a... There we go. Yay! Okay. And then we'll put that there. We'll make it bigger. Maybe a little fatter. And bam. There we go. In for his initial, in for the Nintendo party. Okay, so I might have to get going soon. If I don't like that it looks a little too yellow, I'm going to go ahead and come back in with some more tones. But first I want to go ahead and kind of get used to it, get like, I don't know, I think he's a little too yellow compared to my source. So I'll probably come back in, or especially like even looking after Mario, he's a little bit oranger. So anyway, just to show you guys how we got this far, I'm going to go ahead and do the replay because I'm about to run out of time. And here we go. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so halfway there. This is pretty much the design for possibly a thank you card, like thank you for coming, and thank you for making this a success. And I think I want to go ahead and put some sort of award, like a birthday cup or something like that. You know, because they always have different types of awards or trophies on there, but this is the thank you card. Thank you so much for coming. He's a cool kid, so I hope he has a lot of people coming. But that's one version of the hair, and then this is the other version of the hair that I kind of like the most. Yeah, I think his mom is gonna like this. It's pretty cool. Alrighty, and that's as far as I've gotten today, but I think I'll be doing a little bit more. Hopefully I'll have enough energy to do it tonight, to work on it more tonight. But this is where I am thus far. Again, thank you guys so much for popping in. Tatted Hearts, always a pleasure. Wow. That's where we are. So without all the construction lines, that's where I am with the outlining, but I think I want to bring it into a different program, but I don't know. Once I start to color it, I think it'll look a lot better, a little bit different. Okay, you guys, I will see you later. Again, thanks for joining me, and oops. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and I didn't know that you were... Oh, well. Oh, and Randy, Holloway Ventures, thanks so much for skinning the cat. Skin the cat! Thanks for popping in. It's really great to see you guys. All right, I will see you guys later. Take care. I'm off to work. Ta ta.